Where my girls at? Where my girls at? Independent, free spirit. Ooh, it's something serious. Where my girls at? We ain't linked up in a cool minute. Where my girls at? It's going down, down. Where my girls at? It's going down, down. It's going down tonight. We going out tonight. Yeah, right. We going out tonight. It's going down tonight. Yeah, right. It's going down tonight. We going out tonight. Yeah, right. We going out tonight. It's going down tonight. Yeah, right.
All right. It's Thankful Thursday. Hey, girlfriends, how are ya? We're all in our places with sunshiny faces. What a life, what a life, what a life. We are here, we are here. Thankful Thursday, thankful for the ability to have the energy to get on here Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm grateful, you guys. I'm grateful that God gives us capacity. As First Lady Crisette always reminds us that we are full of capacity to do what it is God has called us to do. So we are here on We Got Issues, 9, 10 a.m. the Superstation. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. It's Sabrina, Caterina, Crisette, and Gloria. Girlfriends, celebrating 30 years of friendship. And we believe we got something to say. We got issues. You got issues. Your dog got issues. It's going down. It's going down. Carolyn Muse. That's right. Thankful Thursday from Jacksonville, Florida. One of our, she's like the captain of the tribe because she doesn't miss. And we're grateful for our loyal listeners. We are so grateful because we know that if we didn't have an audience to do what we do, it would be no need for us to show up every day. So we're here, and today we're talking Greek life. Greek life. We're celebrating Founders Day of Delta Sigma Theta. That's my sorority. Oh my goodness, 109 years. And so we want you to tag anybody that you know who is Greek, one of the Divine Nine. They don't have to be a Delta. They can be an AKA, a Sigma, Alpha, A Phi A, Zeta. Oh my goodness, you know the Divine Nine. Q, Omega Psi Phi, you know who we are. And so if you know somebody in the Divine Nine, we are going to be talking Greek life today. The good that Greek dumb shares in our society. So call in 313-778-7600. Again, I'm your host, Sabrina Goodwin Monday, based out of Geneva on the Lake, Ohio. So, Crisette, how are you? Looking very presidential and serious today in your black turtleneck. Looking all
and actually, it is a forest green. It's a forest green, so let me correct you there.
Forest green. Okay. All right.
Forest green.
Well, your camera, you can get your camera. You need to adjust the color on your camera.
No, don't even try it. Don't even try it. I am doing well here in the D. Excited to be here. And you guys, really, we talk a lot about the weather when we come on. It's cold. But you know what? Watching the news to find out this Arctic breeze or weather that is about to hit some of the states that we would be like, what? You have more snow than me? They're talking about Tennessee is about to get blasted with snow. And it happened, I think, last year, but it's getting ready to happen again. Atlanta is about to get blasted with some cold weather. So when I tell you climate change is real and it's happening before our very eyes. Who would ever think that it's going to be more snow in Tennessee and colder in Atlanta than it is in Detroit? Are you kidding me? So,
hey, Chris,
we got to keep our eyes.
Yes. Gloria, do you hear her audio? Is it me or is it her audio? Is she clear?
I hear her.
Okay, I'm sorry, Chris. Go. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. so that's just really interesting watching the weather. And then a couple of stories hit me today, which was like really shocking. They're saying that intentional killings of police have reached a 20-year high, the highest number since 9/11 terrorist attacks. So, I mean, that is something that's really, really sad to hear. Yeah. Can you believe that? And so, my heart goes out to our police officers. And, we know that they are selfless and that, many of them go out and they do what they need to do to keep us safe. We know in everything there's some bad actors, bad characters, bad apples, but I believe that the majority of police officers really are have the heart for what they do, and they sacrifice each and every day. So we definitely need to be mindful of them. I know, recently, which is they should, for those that have gotten really bad press, we know that again they're bad actors, but we also want to remember those that show up every day to do a job that many would not choose to sign up for because it's dangerous just to be a police officer. And then the last thing, you guys, and this is a show in and of itself. Did you guys hear word on the street in the news? Prince Andrew was stripped of his military title, His Royal Highness, because of the accusations that he had sex with an underage girl. And this is all tied to Jeffrey Epstein. So when I tell you they have stripped him, and legally they have come back to say that he can be sued by this young lady who said, I think she said she was 17 when they had that encounter, that she can go forth with that lawsuit. So when I tell you, this is getting interesting by the day. So we're going to see if we have somebody, over in England that can give us the tea. I would love to know what the word on the street is in England. So we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to put our ears to the ground. We know people that live in England. So we definitely are going to talk more about that. Back to you, Bree.
That is big news. That is big news across the pond for sure. Gloria Mayfield Banks, how are you today? Good to see you, my friend.
Well, I'm excited, but I want Chris to keep talking. She was bringing the juice up in that camp. I was like, bring on the juice, girl. When somebody's got the juice, you don't have to interfere. You just let them ride with the juice. And you know what? I had heard something, but I didn't get the details. And this is going down for him in London. This is, his mama can't cover him. He's in deep. He's worried. He worried and he's scared, and he ought to be. Yeah. And then the congressman out of Florida, he's in trouble for the same thing, sex trafficking. So that's like so crazy. I just want to talk about y'all's social media this morning. I got up and I was looking at everybody's social media. I was like, oh, let me share this. Let me share that. Let me share this. You guys are on fleek on that piece of it. So things here are very interesting. Things here are very interesting. I think I'm watching these numbers more than anybody about what's going on with COVID around the nation. And I get up thinking about it. I go to bed thinking about it and try not to be scared about it, but I'm just all up in it. I'm watching it. I'm watching it very carefully. So that's what's going on with me. I'm happy to be here. Delta's all through my family. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I know Caterina said, what's happening?
Hey, Caterina. Caterina is with us on radio only right now. Hey, Kat, how are you?
After this in a week, and I know I could not miss the show. I had to represent. I couldn't let you hold it down. It is your family day, but I'm excited about the show to bring it. Literally, I had the AT&T man who comes to your house, and I just wanted to ask the tribe. When somebody comes to your house, you look them up and down, you check out their mask. Literally, you want to hand people a mask, and so you're not wearing the proper mask. I need you to put this mask on. So I was walking around my house 2 minutes ago with my N95 and protected, but I think it's almost done. So
hey, Katrina, what do you guys think about that? You know, I've had several people that have come to my house, servicemen, and literally they do not come in with a mask. And is it just me? Should I not be irritated by that? But it really does irritate me that I have to go and hand them a mask and say, you know what, I need you to put this on. To me, proper etiquette would be to assume that when you step into somebody's house, you need to wear a mask unless the homeowner says it's not required. I said, I'm going to literally put a sign on my door that says, if you step up in here, you better come correct with your mask.
Y'all, 35%. 35%. Only 35% believe in wearing masks. So 65% don't wear it, don't want to wear it, don't believe in it, and are mad about it. This is a very serious situation. That mask is a serious situation. And then they're wearing the wrong mask. They're wearing the weak mask. Go ahead, Caterina. Go ahead.
Go ahead. And yet they say if we just would all wear a mask for like, what they say, 12 weeks, like COVID, not Omicron, COVID could have been gone.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know how we get past it. I don't know how we move forward. If people don't want to do the basics, it's going to be hard to get this thing under control. And what do we do? What do we do other than keep talking about it, keep asking people to help? Wear a mask. If it's not for yourself, for your neighbor. All we can do is keep encouraging and asking. We start with our community. We start with our family and keep it moving. But honestly, I don't see how we get out anytime soon, because it's just like you're like on a hamster wheel going round and round and round. How do we ever get off? You guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being present. Oh my goodness, we've got some first-time viewers that texting me. My line sisters are listening in. Yes, yes, yes. And so, girlfriends, we have to know that we've got some new listeners, some new viewers. Happy Founders Day. That's right. Delta Sigma Theta, 109 years old today. Yes, yes, yes. The largest a sorority, the largest African-American sorority. And it is with great pride that we are all about service. We are about educational development, political awareness and involvement. You guys, sorority goes way back. Can you believe my grandmother started the chapter at Fisk University in 1926?
Wow.
So when you talk about
1926.
legacy, 1926, she was the founding member of Delta Sigma Theta on Fisk University campus way back then. So wow. Legacy. Delta is deep in the blood. And so we're going to talk about if you pledged, why you pledged. Caterina, just let the world know that she is an AKA. Caterina, where did you pledge? Where did you pledge, Caterina?
I pledged in the city chapter. You know, I went to a small women's college in Oakland, California, Mills College, no Greek right there. So I pledged with University of San Francisco, San Francisco State, which is where I really pledged. That was where I pledged that night. Okay, and Mills College. So I it was a citywide chapter and a small chapter. And so because Mills was so small, literally all of us were very close. So that's how I first developed my respect for my Delta sisters. Okay? Because I hear you. You know it's hard to be separated. Yeah, it's amazing how you grow through the sisterhood. I played for UC State University off of Chi chapter 40 years ago, you guys. Well, maybe 42 in the pandemic. We kind of lost track, but we were supposed to have this big celebration of my line sisters. And we couldn't do it because of COVID. We were going to go back, have this huge celebration, and we haven't been able to celebrate it. And so I think it might be 42 years now, but it was way back then. We were serious about our colors. You protected your sorority, and then as you grow in the sisterhood, you respect all sorority and frat brothers. It's not that serious, but I know there is still some rivalry. We play about it, but it is serious. Everybody, here she go with her green. Just what I said, that it's on the green thing. Okay.
Represent her colors. And so, see, your earring don't even want you in green. Your earring fell off. Okay, so take that green off. Take that green off. But you guys, then we have some meat. It broke. Okay. See, it broke. Don't even say that's how it feels about that green. But we're going to come back to the me. Crisette is a me find me. Gloria Mayfield Banks is a me find me. We're gonna find out why they did not pledge. And so we'll be back. We got issues. Call us 313-778-7600. We'll be right back.
Be right back.
We're back. With We Got Issues, the force of friendship. We're here Monday through Friday, 9 to 10 a.m. The Superstation, WFDF. We talk about it all. We're powerful, never pitiful, not Pollyannish. I'm telling you, we're pushy. We can be pushy. We will push the envelope. So you never know what we're going to talk about. Sometimes politics, sometimes alter egos, sometimes middle-age anxiety. But today we're talking Greek life, AKAs, deltas, Sigma Gamma Rho. Whoever you are, call us, ask us why we pledged, what we pledged. We want to know, did you pledge? Where did you pledge? Why did you pledge? Well, we have some me-fi-me's. There's Crisette Ellis and Gloria Mayfield Banks. So we have them at the bottom of the screen because they are me-fi-me's on this National Founders Day of Delta Sigma Theta. So whoever would like to go first to plead your case of why you never pledged. Chris, you gotta unmute yourself. Unmute. Okay.
Okay, got it. I was just saying that my older sisters, who both went to universities, fair state universities, they never pledged. It wasn't talked about in my house. And I can honestly say, even in high school, I don't remember a lot of conversation about going to college and what are you going to pledge. So it wasn't a big conversation. And then I'll say this, growing up in the church, that it wasn't looked at as something that you wanted to do. Whatever reasons, and I can't even remember all of the reasons surrounding it, I think it was, maybe it would be a bad influence. I don't know, but I remember it was kind of taboo growing up. But then when I got to college, and I actually ended up staying in an apartment.
Chris, what was your religion? What was your religion growing up? That sororities were taboo?
It was Pentecostal. Pentecostal.
Okay.
She's Pentecostal.
Okay, don't be trying to act funny. It was Pentecostal.
Super saved.
And I'm gonna tell you, there are still those that believe that it's not something that a Christian should be a part of. So I'll put that out there. And those of you that maybe you believe that, we absolutely want to hear your comments and and why you were taught that it wasn't something organization that you wanted to be a part of. But I stayed in some apartments, and it was a ton of AKAs. I'm telling you, we would hear ski-wee, and I know that's probably not how you say it, but I mean, we would hear that.
Chris, you're not supposed to say that if you're not
supposed to say.
Oh, sorry,
that, baby. Okay,
I'm sorry. I would get kicked out. I would get kicked out. So, but wait. But let me
come get your mama. Come get your mama.
Right. And then this is the other reason I would hear the stories on campus. I had some friends that I met, and they were pledging, and they would say to me, Crisette, it's okay for me to come and hang out in your apartment because I'm hiding from my big sister. And your big sister, they can wear your clothes, they make you do their homework. So I would hear all of these stories, and for me, I couldn't comprehend the why. If you're going to be my friend, you could do these negative things to me. So it just didn't compute in my mind that in order to be my friend, I had to haze you. I had to do these negative things. And then once I crossed over, we were going to be besties. So I'll be totally honest. I could not in my mind understand the concept. And so Sabrina, Caterina, maybe you can change my mind. And of course, I know things are different. And I'll talk about Kiera joining and so on and so forth. But that was originally the reason why I never got involved in a sorority.
Okay. Well, we have a lot
Walter,
of
we need you to call in.
I'm glad that you joined the show, Crisette. I'm glad you joined the show today for some education. That's really good. Really good. I'm so glad that you're here. Call in, you guys. Gloria, Mayfield, Banks. You have Deltas in your family, I believe, or AKs?
Yeah, they're deep. I got 2 of the 4 sisters are Deltas. My oldest sisters, my mother's a Delta. My mother's sister was a Delta. She had 2 daughters. They were both Deltas. Deltas runs deep all over the place, Now, me and my younger sister, I don't know what happened to us. We must got hit by a log or something because it's the magic stopped right there. But I will tell you honestly, for me, my DNA is just the same. They said if you pledged, you would not have time to do all the work I wanted to do. And I was at Howard, and all I wanted to do was go to school and get a job. Way back then. And I had a little boyfriend on the side, so it was like I went to the meetings. I went to the meetings. I went to the meetings. I went to all the meetings. I went to meetings. I was invited, but I was like really clear, like, will I be able to work and will I be able to go to school? So, there's misconceptions. Girlfriend said you'd have a hard time keeping down your part-time job. And I was like, okay, well, no. So I never, I don't know why it stopped with me and Wendy. It just really stopped with me and Wendy. And my mother didn't push it. My sisters didn't push it. And they were Deltas because, I know a lot of my friends that went Delta, they were influenced because family members or friends told them how great it was going to be, and they, were talking to them. But I just didn't have that in my world. It just wasn't my world.
Wasn't your world. Well, you know what? It really is a personal choice. The pledging process can be very interesting. We know that many chapters get in trouble because of the hazing, but many people have a great pledging experience. It's enriching. Delta Sigma Theta is deeply steeped into community service. That's what we take great pride in. We want to make a difference in our communities. And so it can be a great thing. I was so grateful that I had a phenomenal pledging experience at Tennessee State University. It was empowering. 21 of those line sisters, there was 22 of us online. 21 are still living. We lost one of the line sisters, but we feel very fortunate that there are still 21 of us. The name of our line was 21 Tippin' Yak Yaks. And so, we all have a pledge name. And that means they said, the big sisters say, y'all just talk. Y'all tipping, y'all
that
tipping,
was
y'all
the
talking.
right name, especially if you were in the group, Sabrina. That was the perfect name.
Yes. So I think my big sisters would still be proud that this little sister is still yakking, still talking for a living, doing what I do best. And so, you guys, the Divine Nine, it's the National Panhellenic Council, 9 historically Black sororities and fraternities, and there's Delta Sigma Theta, Alpha Kappa Alpha, Alpha Phi Alpha, Sigma Gamma Rho, Iota Phi Theta, Omega Psi Phi, Q Dogs, Sigma Gamma Rho, Phi Beta Sigma, Zeta Phi Beta. And so that constitutes the Divine Nine. We are better collectively. We do great works all over the world. And so I just want to wish a happy Founders Day, because many of the sororities and fraternities have had Founders Day the last 2 or 3 weeks. And so we want to wish them all well. So call in 313-778-7600. We want to hear your pledging experience. We want to know why you pledged, why you did not pledge, what a difference it's made in your life. I know many people say, why? Well, for me, it was strong sisterhood. It was an ability to be in an organization that was promoted goodwill, community service. We've made a huge difference in voting, getting voter registration up. And I just believe, you guys, that honestly, it's because of sororities. Look at our vice president, Divine Nine. We helped that sister get in office. Caterina, you must be so proud of your soror, Vice President Kamala Harris. Talk a little bit about your soror. Oh, I didn't name Kappa Alpha Psi. Walter, I thought they were at the top of the list, because y'all my favorite. My daddy was a Kappa, okay? Isn't that interesting? My daddy was a Kappa, and his daddy was a Q. So when I tell you, we're all mixed up. But Caterina, talk about Kamala Harris and her being a Delta, being an AKA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You would have wanted her too. She went to Howard Pledge Alpha chapter, which is a big deal. And of course, I know her from California, and I didn't even realize when I was knowing her early on that she was not personally, but that she was an AKA. And so finding out that she was an AKA, there's just a sense of pride around that. And honestly, in terms of why to pledge, you talk about the galvanizing of sorority. I could not believe just watching the behind the scenes and how it was all of the Divine Nine that made a big difference in the political process. But really, as an AKA, behind the scenes, there was so much that was taking place to make sure that she got that spot, that top spot. And it'll be interesting to see when she goes for president what that looks like. But it's just absolutely a sense of pride. How much better can it get than someone that you have an affiliation with rising to the top spot in the country? And so it really is a big deal. I'm on our website, aka1908.com, and totally all over the place. You see, when I got my magazine, our Ivy Leaf magazine, and it had come late, and I said, where is my magazine? I want the one with Kamala's picture on it. So I have that. It's actually sitting right over here, and just a blessing. It really is. So that is one thing that we do. We make a difference, get folks in office.
Absolutely, absolutely. You guys, we are talking Greek life. Does it work for you? What do you know? Who are you? How has it shaped your life? Call us, call us, call us. We got issues 313-776-7600. What is our number?
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Okay, that's it. We'll be right back. Back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Oh, we're back, you guys. We are messy, sassy, classy, sassy, trashy. What else are you? I don't know what you are. But
you keep adding another Y. Add another Y. Trashy Christian.
The longer I'm with you sisters on a daily basis, the more I'm finding out. That list is long, baby. That list is long, long, long. Oh my goodness, you guys. We're girlfriends and we go way back. And I've always loved girlfriends. I mean, I think back to when I pledged 40 years ago. It really was.
You old?
I know. I'm seasoned. And Chris, you're not far behind me. Okay? Check that out. See y'all being messy. There she is being messy. Thirsty, messy, classy. That's who she is, okay? Thirsty, messy, classy. And so you guys, you think back. I think back to 1931. Somebody said I have so many good friends from all sororities and fraternities. My daughter's dad was a Q. May he rest in peace. I don't pick sides because I truly love them all, especially when they are super good peeps. Well, as we get older, we know that they're good in every corner of the world. Absolutely. Not one better than the other. I mean, we have bragging rights. You do know. Now, you do know that AKs were first, but they weren't good enough. That's why a few of us left and started Delta Sigma Theta. Did y'all know that?
That could go. Just watch the movie 20 Pearls and you'll see all about it. All about it. Okay.
So,
what color's your car? What color is y'all's car? That's all I want to know. What color is that car?
I'm just saying. I mean, let's just set the record straight. That's how it started. And the word is that the Deltas, who are now the Deltas, they thought that there was a lack of progress in the other organization. They wanted to be more politically involved, more community-based, and that's why they broke off and started another organization. So, just for those who didn't know how Delta Sigma Theta came about, that is how we came about. Yes, that's it, Dorothy. Wow, that's a wow. And so when we say, you guys, just think about this. We are still tracing the footsteps of our founders. Delta Sigma Theta marched for the right to vote in 1913 in the Women's Suffrage March, which helped pave the way for Black women to enter politics. So way back then, we were fighting for voters' rights. And can you believe we're still fighting? We're still fighting. That's why it's so serious. That's why I will continue to urge people, I'll see them. Are you a registered voter? Are you a registered voter? Are you a registered voter? You guys, it's so serious that we are taking some steps backwards, but we have to continue that fight. Now, listen to this, you guys. Some of the famous Deltas out there: Abby Phillips in the newsroom, April Ryan, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms is a Delta, Keisha Knight Pulliam, Roberta Flack, Aretha Franklin, Angela Bassett, yes, Dorothy Height, Nikki Giovanni, Natalie Cole, Cicely Tyson, Shirley Chisholm, the first woman to run for president, unbought and unbossed. I love that she's always stood for being unbought and unbossed. I mean, let's just talk about that right now. That statement, unbossed and unbought. Gloria, what does that statement mean to you?
I just think that when you be who you can be out loud, it takes a lot of courage to me. It takes a lot of courage. However, what I love about this conversation is that women will find more courage when they're surrounded by people who have a lot of courage. And it just appears to me from the outside looking in, what you guys have done is that you've taken some very strong women, some very strong stances, and some very strong reasons, meaning community service, and you pull together. I like the fact that there's some just a little contention back and forth amongst them. My dad was
Alpha.
Wait a minute, what's the K?
Alpha.
Thank you.
Alpha,
gold and black. No,
Alpha,
he was gold and black.
Okay, Alpha.
And Ken's gold and black as well. And Ken started his at his university. He was what do they call it? What is it when you started at the university?
The charter. He was
charter president. Member. Right. See, I don't know nothing. And it's so funny, y'all. For those of you, when they get together and they start doing that secret stuff, I like, show it to me. Like, nah, we can't show it to you. I'm like, we married 25 years. Come on, show it to me. Like, nah, I can't show it to you. But to me, for us to win at all levels of life, it means that you're willing to be unboxed. It means that you're willing to be a boss woman. And it means that you're willing to go places where other people might have been afraid to go. And when you go, it gives other people courage to do the same. So I loved it when you read those names of those people, because those are women that we all look for. I've always loved role models for different reasons. And that was powerful.
Excellent. Let's go to the phone lines. I hope we have a couple of callers, you guys. I hope they're still there. Caller, thank you for calling. We got issues. 19 a.m. the Superstation. Who do we have today?
Hello.
Hi, Carolyn, our favorite caller.
How are you? I'm doing great. How y'all doing? Fantastic. Good. Listen, this is what I need to say. I am a part of Me Fi Me. But everybody a lot of people I run into, they say, "Are you a Delta?" And I say, "No, I'm part of Me By Me." And I say, "Why did you answer that?" And they always say, "You act like a teacher. You act like a Delta." But Caterina, I have never had anybody ask me without AKA. But they, that's some shade, Carolyn. Carolyn, that's some shade. Some shade, Carolyn. Okay. You know, young girl, you're messy sometimes. I just wanted to be a little messy today. That's right, Carolyn. But they got you right, baby. You went the right one, baby. You choose the right side. They got you paid good. Telling you, I know we were kindred spirits from way back, kindred spirits from way back. Kindred was taking Me By Me. She was us. She was us. That's what she was. She was the bottom half today. I'm laying low on y'all just say, okay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you, Carolyn. These topics, everything will get better for better. Thank you. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you. We're going to go to another call and then we'll come back. Wanda, are you still with us? Thank you for calling. Yes, I am. Love you, ladies. Can you hear me?
Too. Yes, we got you. Talk to us.
I have a question for you, ladies. I have been asked to be an AKA after the fact. I have a degree, so I guess you can come in later or something like that. And can you talk on that? Because I know some people who have joined sororities or fraternities, and some of the people who had to go through the hazing process and all that kind of feel some kind of way about that. And you just come in and sign up. Can you give us more information on that?
Wanda, that's very good. Thank you for calling and asking a really good question that we can address. There's a grad chapter. After you have gone on past undergrad years, absolutely, you can pledge grad chapter in your local area. Caterina, since you talked about AKA, talk about the grad chapter and what you guys do and how you do it.
Well, as Sabrina said, the benefit of graduate chapter is it allows the sorority to continue to grow and to have many people who chose not to pledge when they were in undergrad because they either weren't able to, didn't know about it, couldn't for a variety of reasons. It allows them to come in and to pledge the sorority. And so, word on the street a lot of times is the undergraduate pledging experience is different than the graduate pledging experience. I think everyone would talk about that across the line. You'll find at the graduate level, probably in all sororities, that there's all different ages. You're going to have some people that are going grad that have just graduated and others that could be, 70, 80 years old. And so it is, if you can see the benefits, there's so many benefits to being affiliated with a Greek letter organization, especially the AKAs. So many benefits. The sisterhood,
excuse
the
me,
connection.
Delta. It is our Founders Day. Your day is later.
I'm giving you your Founders Day. I had something special to say, but you passed me the mic on that one. So, but honestly, there is a blessing in that, and so. The sorority benefits from having super bad women that come in at the grad level, and you benefit from being affiliated with an amazing organization that has been around since 1908. So, I'm excited to hear. Let me know if
you don't know nothing else.
Become a sorority.
All we can say, Wanda, check them out thoroughly before you make the decision. Okay, check it out, sister. Check it out. Okay, but we talk about benefits, Caterina. You say benefits. I think one of the benefits for sure is just working for the good with a group. I think there's force in numbers. I think like-minded individuals, you could do big things collectively. I love having community service on a Saturday with a group. Networking is phenomenal. Networking with a sorority or fraternity is really good. Isolation. As you get older, you don't want to be alone. You want socialization. They give some of the best parties, all stages and ages of life, something to do, something to be a part of. What else would be another benefit, Caterina?
One of our mottos is by culture and merit. And for me, it was culture. What led me. Y'all know my story forever. Growing up, no Black folks around. I'd never heard of. I didn't have a lot of people in my family that had even gone to college, let alone were familiar with HBCU or the Divine Nine. And so all I had heard of is the party sororities that we hear about on campuses. And so really culture, Sabrina, culture, understanding our history, and so much that I didn't know, and I would not have known if I were not affiliated with Alpha Kappa Alpha.
So rich, so rich, so rich. We'll be back. We are talking Greek life. We are celebrating Founders Day of Delta Sigma Theta, the greatest, the latest, been around since 1913. We are making a difference then. We're still making a difference. Thank you for calling in. We'll be right back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Thank you for calling. We got issues with the force of friendship. We are four girlfriends, Sabrina, Caterina, Crisette, and Gloria, celebrating 30 years of friendship. And today we are celebrating Delta Sigma Theta Founders Day. 1913, 109 years old today. Very, very grateful for the affiliation, grateful for the life lessons that I've learned along the way. You know, my grandmother, you guys hear me always talk about my dear grandmother who lived to be 102 years young, was healthy right up until her death. Right before she died, she was still playing Scrabble, beating everybody who sat in front of her. And she would always say, she was, like I said earlier, she was a founding member of Delta Sigma Theta at Fisk University. And she she always said, service is the rent we pay for living on this earth. It's the very purpose of life, and not something you do in your spare time. And so we want to encourage our tribe to give back. Give back as much as you can. There's somebody who needs you. There's something you can do. So not necessarily, you don't have to be in a sorority to do that. You could be all by yourself, but we want to encourage community service and giving back in a big, big way. We know that, Crisette, you did not pledge, but your daughter recently pledged. Tell us how that experience has been and what did she pledge?
Well, yeah, Kiera always wanted to be an AKA. When she's a graduate of the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, and she always wanted to be an AKA. And I'm not really sure, I have to really ask her why she just never took the plunge and did it. I don't know if she was scared off because of the hazing and she didn't want to deal with that. And then after she graduated, she knew so many AKAs and everybody was kind of like, here, if you want to become an AKA, you can join with my chapter. And so finally during the pandemic, she decided, that, she was ready to do it, and she got hooked up with a great chapter. And I'm going to tell you, just seeing her participate, it was a lot for her to go through the process. Of course, it didn't involve any hazing or anything, but she absolutely loves it. When I tell you she's on her Zooms with them, she's very connected. And I'm going to tell you, the one thing, and I just said that to you the other day when we were talking, Sabrina, was that they are so supportive, of her business. She's gotten so many customers. They love her. She's on with them. It has been a great experience for her to the point where I was like, hey, maybe I should think about it. And it's so funny when she finally crossed over. When I tell you they had this big thing, we were at the house and everybody came over. They brought all of these gifts, and I love gifts, and all of these. I was oh, here, I can wear that. And she looked at me. Literally, she looked at me like, if you touch it, you'll die. Okay. I didn't know it was that deep. They were like, don't be ski-weeing, don't be doing the signs and all that. She's
None of that.
None of it.
Let's go to a caller. Oh my, we might have a new Sarah on our hands. That Holy Tabernacle religion just went on right out the door. Okay. All right. All right. We got a caller. Let's go to the phone lines. Thank you for calling. We got issues. Lynette, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. How are you? Really good. Thank you for calling the show today. Are you a Delta, aka me by me? Yes. Sigma Delta. No, Delta all the way. Yes. So where did you pledge, Lynette? Why did you pledge Delta, and how has been a DST been for you in your life? Delta has been awesome to me. That's all I can say is Delta is awesome. I pledged at Langston University, LU in Oklahoma, spring of '87, and I'm a retired educator now, but I know the sisterhood is amazing. There were so many mentors in my life in education here in Tulsa. Some of the Saras supported me throughout my time as a principal here in Tulsa. It's just an amazing sisterhood. My line sisters, we're here together tonight. One of my line sisters, one of my big sisters, my Sarah, Caterina is here, and we're just here celebrating our sisterhood even tonight. That is so good, Lynette. All those years later, and you guys find each other, find the time to celebrate with each other on Founders Day. That's a beautiful thing. Beautiful. You've had an amazing career in education. And I think that, you can go anywhere in the world and find a soror, right? I think that is the beauty of it too. That you're never alone, that you can immediately plug into a network anywhere in the world. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Lynette. Give the Sunrise a big hug for me. Happy Founders Day. And thank you for calling 988. Thank you, Lynette. Awesome. You got it, baby. You got it.
Now, Chris, we could do that, but you don't try that one either, okay? You can't do that one or the other one. Thank you.
Do they all have one? Do they all have one?
That all over the globe is so
one?
true. All the way in South Africa, and I needed something, and it was a sorority sister, and we ended up hanging out and meeting for lunch. And she was from Liberia, and we were in Cape Town. And that sisterhood is real. I just said that we have a sisterhood through our business, but there's so many women that I can't imagine if I didn't have the sisterhood that we have, how lonely it would be out there in corporate America. And sorority is, it just is the perfect thing for many people because it fills the need for you to give and for you to receive. So, and just last thing, I know we're running out of time, but think back to 1913, 1908. Think about what it was like for some super bad, educated Black women that wanted more. I mean,
right.
We can't even wrap our mind around what that was like. But when you read these, they're beautiful women. When I go on the website and you read just the accolades, I'm talking some bad to the bone women and legacy after legacy after legacy. So
strength, stamina, focus, understanding that we have to fight for what it is we want. And that's why I love somebody said Delta all the way celebrating 40 years. Hey, Patty, absolutely. Tracing the footsteps of our founders. There's so much. AKs, pretty ladies. My daughters are both AKs. Oh, we can go there. Yep, they the pretty girls. Yep, they think they so pretty. Okay, but anyway, they are pretty. We're all pretty. Aren't we all pretty? That's a whole nother story for another day too, because they said, well, the light-skinned girls go to AKAs and the brown-skinned girls go to the Deltas. I don't know how true that is, but that's going to be part 2 of Greek life. We're going to talk about that. Audience, there's the music. We're not going to be here tomorrow. Happy Martin Luther King weekend. We're going to be at a leadership conference. We'll be showing encore presentations Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll be back live on Thursday. Grab a girlfriend. When I tell you we're coming back hot, hot, hot. You guys, it's been great. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon. Take care. Ciao.